All right, so tell me a little bit about your story here.
Okay. Um, my father started Shannon Lamp Service in 1956, so we've been in business for 64 years. Uh, just like all other businesses, small businesses, big businesses, we've never been through a pandemic before. We are a working shop, so I continued to stay open through the pandemic. I did not encourage people to get out and come in, but if someone had a need, they had a lamp that had a short in it or something that they needed to get fixed, we were here for that. Or if someone wanted to fix their own lamps, they could come in to buy parts to do that. So we stayed open doing curbside service. The first week, it was no customers, and my wife and I started talking about, maybe what we can do. The governor at that point had just started suggesting that people light their houses up green in memory and honor of those who had passed because of the COVID-19 pandemic. He started lighting up the governor's mansion and encouraged everyone to light it up. And we came to the conclusion that since we're a lamp store, that's something we can do. We can't change our setup to make masks or to make gloves, but we can provide light bulbs. So we sought out a source to get green light bulbs to make available to the public so that they could get bulbs, because there was a lack of inventory anywhere to buy green light bulbs. People were discouraged. They wanted to show support, but they couldn't do it. So we ordered an initial order of bulbs, 196, and we did not know how long it would take us to move 196 bulbs. In our mind, that was a lot of bulbs. While we were waiting for those bulbs to come in, we decided we did not want to make any money on these. We wanted to help the community. We wanted to be a good neighbor, a good citizen. People have supported us for 64 years, and I know they will support us in the future. So we decided that we would give these bulbs away for a donation of $5 or more, and all of the initially all of the money, including the cost in the bulbs, went to the Bluegrass Community Foundation. We sold the bulbs out completely within 24 hours. So we ordered again. We ordered over 300, and before the 300 bulbs came in, they had all been spoken for. They were all promised. So when they came in, I had no bulbs for new customers. We contacted those people. They came in. We ordered another 400. It was exactly the same story. All 400 bulbs were spoken for before they came in. We were able to raise for the Bluegrass Community Foundation $5,441.68. That, for us being a small business, it took some effort on our behalf to be able to do that. This was due to the generosity of our customers. Many customers contributed much more than $5 per bulb. I had one lady as an example who said, "I don't need bulbs, but let me write you a check." And she wrote a check for $60 to help with this drive. So we have seen the good in people. We have been thanked so many times, appreciated because they wanted a green light bulb and couldn't find one, or they already had one but they wanted to help in our charity fundraiser. So we were able to do that. There came a point where we needed to get back to business a little bit, because we do have the mailman comes every day, whether customers do or not, and he brings bills. So we had the electric bills and we had other bills. So after the first 3 weeks, we stopped with the donation, and we started selling the bulbs for $5 each, and then asked if someone wanted to contribute above that, that we would donate that. And we took in more money, which was included in that total that I gave you. We have sold out of green light bulbs. We have deplenished the entire stock of our supplier. They were gracious enough to find bulbs in warehouses of the bulb supplier all over the country and sent those to us, and they are gone. We are so happy that we were able to do this. This did two things for us as a business. It's been in Lexington, a family business of 2 generations of 64 years. this allowed us to give back to the community, and it also helped to introduce us to a lot of new people, because as business resumes, small businesses need support. We know restaurants need support, and my wife and I are doing that as much as we can, but all small businesses need support. To be honest with you, I'm a Lowe's and Home Depot shopper, but they're not going to struggle with it. They're going to be around. Walmart will be around, but your small businesses, the backbone of the community, a lot of those small businesses will not recover from this pandemic if their customers don't come back and show loyalty and come in and shop when they have a need. And so we have had so many people, when they came to our store to pick up a light bulb, doing curbside service. They didn't come in the building, but they were able to find us maybe for the first time because they didn't know where we were. We are not in a mall. We are not in Hamburg. You have to find us. We are a destination, and we understand that. But we feel like we have something to offer, and we know that if there's any good through this pandemic for us as a business, it's that we've reached out to some new customers.
What was kind of your feeling emotionally when you were able to donate that money?
Well, we did a Facebook Live, so I tried not to show too much emotion with it, but it was an honor to be able to give that, and we realized it. My wife and I get the credit, but it was the customers who donated the funds that made the difference, and I know stories that your viewers and even the people at the Bluegrass Community Foundation will never hear. I got to hear those stories of where they were going to display their bulb or how long they had been searching for a bulb, and it was nice to hear that. So
You still got people rolling in.
Yeah, if we had more, we could still sell more. My concern is that if we were to order another 200 or 300 and we only sell 50 or 60, we'll never sell green light bulbs, after this. There will continue to be deaths, and people will still want to light their homes up out of respect, but they already have the light bulb. So, they don't need to buy another one if they already have it in. So.
Yeah.
We did, for your information, and this is the light bulb, the $5 light bulb. We ordered 36 of the 100-watt floodlight bulbs because we had calls, and these were never part of the charity. These we were selling for $12 each. I'm down to 5 of these, and now I'm down to 2 of these, probably actually 5. I've got 3 that didn't get picked up, but I mean, that's how low we are. If I get and I don't think I will, if I get an overwhelming response of people wanting more, I can order. There's a different brand, a higher wattage that costs a little more that I can get. But this bulb is gone. There are no more. I mean, until China makes more, there's no more available from that company.
So just as, and you kind of hinted towards this, but you're a small business. I would assume it's quite likely other small business owners. How has this pandemic affected you and maybe some other small business owners that you know?
Yeah, well, I think small businesses are going to be hit with this pandemic, not just when things start opening up, because I think when things start opening up, people are going to go to some of the larger stores and try to get some of the stuff that they need. I think until we get a vaccine, until there's a cure, until there's at least treatment for this, this is going to be an issue going on for a while. And small businesses, all small businesses are affected in this, just like large business, but the small businesses don't have the capital that the big box stores have, and I think it's true whether you're just every small business. I mean, I can't think of many that this is not affecting. I mean, even lawn care, even though there's still grass has to be cut. Me personally had to ask my landscaper, my person that does our mowing, I'm going to have to cut my own grass for a while because we have to reduce cost. We just have to. So, you know, even if you're in a business that you would not think would matter, it matters. I think one thing that's helped us is because we have been here for so long. We have been such a staple, and we have paid a mortgage, so we no longer have a rent or lease or a mortgage payment to make. The small business people that I know that are still dealing with high rent and lease, they are really struggling even more than we are. Our struggles are, our overhead basically is utilities and insurance and things that just keep going on, whether your door is open or whether your door is locked. You still get those bills that just keep coming in. You know, I know a lot of people have been encouraged to, if you don't really need anything from a small business, call them up and order a gift card or do something like that. You know, we're not looking for that. I mean, that would be nice, but we're not asking for that. We're just asking when you have a need, think of your small businesses first. If you need a lampshade or you need a lamp repaired or you need something that our business offers, think of us before you think of throwing away perhaps a lamp and going out and buying a new one that's probably not made nearly as well as the one that you already have. Think of your small restaurants. Think of your local hardware store. I'll mention Chevy Chase Hardware. They're been a staple in Lexington for many years. I think they may have some green light bulbs that they're selling. I don't know anyone else that has any, but you know, support local, support your local hardware store, support your local restaurants, your local lamp stores. Everybody's going to support their beauty shop when things reopen. You know, people are waiting to go get their hair done. I understand that, but they have struggled so much, and we all need help, and so.
Yeah. Anything else that you would like to add?
No, I don't know if you care or your viewers care what we actually do. I can mention that, and if you want to put any of that in, you can. But we are a custom shop. We make our own lampshades. Every lampshade that we sell, we make right here in the building. Our shades are not imported from China. They're not even made in some factory in the United States. They are made in this building. We have been making our own lampshades since 1972, and we make custom lamps. Every lamp that we sell, we've either made or it's a vintage or antique lamp that we have restored. So we are a true custom shop. We do a lot of lamp repair and restoration. If you have grandma's lamp and it needs work to get it back in working order, safe, we can take care of that. We're a full service. If you want to do it yourself, we do sell lamp parts. So we that's a little of our history.
That's good information for a web store.